Hey there guys, I am here with my NXT Deadline prediction. Sorry I couldn't get this out a little bit sooner, but NXT Deadline is later tonight, 8 o'clock Eastern. And as I always am for every single NXT pay-per-view, I'm excited. First up, we got Roxanne Perez versus Kiana James. And in my personal opinion, Kiana James has been looking phenomenal recently in the ring. And I really liked the build-up to this match, and it's been such an extreme build-up that this is a steel cage match. Considering it's probably possible that Roxanne Perez is going to be moving up to the main roster soon, I do think she will win this match, and it's not going to hurt Kiana James a little bit because Kiana James is that rising star that's just now making her way to the top. But considering the talent in the ring and considering it's a steel cage match, I do think this match will be pretty good. Next up is a match for the North American title, and this is Dirty Dominik Mysterio, the champion at the time, versus Dragon Lee. And this should be Dominik Mysterio versus Wesley, but unfortunately Wesley has been injured in his back. And so Dragon Lee did end up taking his place. But honestly, when it comes to the prediction, I think either one of these guys could win. But I am going to go with Dragon Lee because Dominik Mysterio, he's got the Judgment Day. He does not need the NXT North American title to try to show his dominance. And then we have Dragon Lee, the upcoming star that has been getting a lot of TV time on SmackDown, and they've really been showcasing his talent. So it seems to be clear that they have plans for him, but I do think he will get an NXT title before he really moves up to the main roster. He's kind of already there, but I do think he's going to get some gold. But this match could be fun. It could have Rey Mysterio coming out, so I do think it'll be a good match. Next up, we have Carmelo Hayes versus Lexis King, aka Brian Pillman Jr., which unfortunately recently everybody has been hating on Lexis King. They are not a fan of the gimmick, and he's not really resonating with everybody. I personally like him, but I'm kind of just sharing the opinion of most people. So I think he needs this match to be good. He needs to showcase his talent, and so I think he will. And does Carmelo Hayes need to win this match at all? No, he doesn't. Carmelo Hayes is bound to be called up to the main roster anytime soon. And so yeah, Carmelo has already proved himself to this NXT audience. And since while Lexis King is the absolute opposite, I do think they will give Lexis King the win here. He'll probably cheat, or maybe Trick Williams will get involved. So my prediction for this match is for Lexis King to get the win. Next up, we got the Women's Iron Survivor match. The winner of this match is the #1 contender for the NXT Women's Champion. And I really liked the segment that all 5 of these women had on the latest NXT episode. And in this match is Kalani Jordan, Lash Legend, Tiffany Stratton, Blair Davenport, and Fallon Henley. And so I'm really excited for this match. There's a lot of talent in the ring. As y'all know, I'm a huge fan of Tiffany Stratton. In taking a look at this match, there's a lot of rising stars in here. So it's kind of like the veteran Tiffany Stratton, the person that we know can hold that NXT Women's Championship, versus a bunch of rising stars. Which, in my opinion, I've said multiple times, Tiffany Stratton is already ready for the main roster. And so I think you might as well put some gold on her right now while she's still down in NXT and let her showcase her talent before she gets called up. And looking at the list of names, Tiffany Stratton is the biggest threat in the match. Like I said, she's the biggest star. So yeah, my final prediction for this match is Tiffany Stratton, but I am really excited to see a lot of these girls in that premium live event spot that they haven't gotten yet. Next up is the Men's Iron Survivor match, and whoever wins gets to be the #1 contender for the NXT Championship. In this match is Braun Breaker, Trick Williams, Dijak, the underdog Josh Briggs, and Tyler Bate. And so in this match, you can say that Trick Williams has the potential to win, but I do think it's possible that Carmelo Hayes is going to come out and mess up the win for Trick Williams. And so yeah, in my opinion, he doesn't need that world title shot right now. Let him have his storyline with Carmelo Hayes because I'm really enjoying that storyline. So I'm going to use process of elimination. That knocks out Trick Williams. Tyler Bate, he's had his flowers in NXT. They don't seem to want him on the main roster, so he's kind of just there in NXT. And that's no offense to the talent of Tyler Bate. I think he's a phenomenal talent, and he often puts on great matches. Josh Briggs, like I said, he's the underdog. He is a tag team wrestler. Never in my mind would I ever think he would win this match. Well, yes, he is talented, but no, just no. And then it leaves the two big guys, Braun Breaker and Dijak. Usually looking at this, I would say Braun Breaker, but I do think the time for Braun Breaker to be called up is coming soon. I don't know why he's not been called up sooner. I think it's very stupid that he hasn't. But he has already gotten his flowers. He's already been able to face Ilya. So now it just leaves Dijak. And Dijak has been looking like a beast. He's got this very intimidating character, and he's just really been working really good with this character. Definitely considering they had him all the way down at T-Bar, and then he comes back to NXT and is looking great. So props to Shawn Michaels to keeping Dijak alive and not absolutely burying him because of his horrible gimmick that he was given on the main roster. And so now it's time to get that extreme match between Dijak and Ilya Dragunov for the NXT Championship. So let him win this match so we can get that. Next up is a match for the NXT Championship between the champion Ilya Dragunov and Baron Corbin. And I've said multiple times, Baron Corbin is looking better right now than he ever has in his career. He's putting over the young stars while still looking amazing, putting on phenomenal segments and promos, like his promo that he had with Carmelo Hayes. I love that. One of my favorite promos in a while that doesn't include LA Knight. But yeah, I've been really liking what Baron Corbin has been doing, but he's kind of there in NXT to put other guys over. And he's been doing well at it because he's kind of like that step in NXT. Like, you go through me, you're main roster worthy because I was on the main roster. And even though he's been losing those kind of matches often, he still just looks very dominant and is intimidating. So yeah, keep Baron Corbin down in NXT. I don't want to see him up in the main roster anymore because they just don't know what to do with him because they have so much talent up there and there's just not enough room for Baron Corbin. Although Ilya Dragunov, I think he can hold this NXT title for a little bit longer. His title reign so far has been great. I've really enjoyed it, but why not just add another person to the list that he's beating? So yeah, I do think Ilya will win this match, so then he can end up going against Dijak for the title. So here is my 2023 NXT Deadline predictions. I'm really excited for the pay-per-view later tonight. Like I said, 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Be sure to tune in. I think it'll be a good one. So I'll see you guys whenever I drop my ratings video for this pay-per-view.